and he no longer continues to talk about the stolen election and defame these two. I doubt that. But it certainly had an impact on Ruby, Freeman, and Shamos, and a lot of other people watching.
So, Rubin, walk us through that, right? Because I think we see those big numbers, and it is easy to forget that those numbers are not guarantees.
They aren't guarantees, particularly when you're dealing with somebody who has suffered a reversal of fortune like Rudy Giuliani. There was a period of time where Rudy Giuliani in the post-9/11 world was commanding really big sums in his consulting practice as a private lawyer. Those days are over. One of the reasons most people think Rudy Giuliani was so desperate to be Donald Trump's lawyer was in fact because that gravy train had largely stopped. Rudy Giuliani has his $6.1 million apartment here in New York City on the market. Even if Ruby Freeman and Shamos can sustain this verdict on appeal and collect every penny of that apartment, one of the things we don't know is what kinds of other assets Rudy has. Why don't we know it? Because he refused to cooperate in discovery, which is what led to the default judgment on liability in this case in the first place. There was never a trial on whether Rudy actually did these things. Rather, the judge took it as a given because he was so obstreperous in his discovery conduct during the litigation that the ultimate penalty to decide the case fully against him with all adverse inferences drawn is what in fact happened. So there is going to have to be a lot of chasing of Rudy and his assets and seeing if he can play this shell game. Ultimately, I think it will catch up with him, but perhaps not to the stratospheric numbers that we're seeing tonight, Alicia.